Well, good morning. We are back in Middle Earth, and we are back with Thormurn the Dwarf. And I did run a poll to see whether people would rather see me take Thormurn out to Lonelands as level 20 or as level 50. And with 7 votes, the noes have it with 57% of the vote. So, a lot of you would like to see Thormurn work for his Lotro points. All right, we will not be using our level boost. And I probably should have gotten rid of some junk, but okay, whatever. I should also probably be paying attention to where I'm going. Now we are headed out to talk to Sheridan. And there was a big update, update 35. There is a lot of stuff to unpack in that. So many changes to different classes, especially Captain and Warden, but there are significant changes to other classes like the Runekeeper and the Hunter. We won't go into all that because even I would have trouble reading through all of it. I will link the full update notes and the video that Louis7 did about the changes. Now, one thing I do want to note, they have added something called Angmar Reborn, Carndoom, and it sounds like there are going to be 3 new instances and later on a raid for level 140 players set in a reimagined Carndoom. So there's going to be 2 instances for Small Fellowship, which is St. Lower, the Poison Gardens, and Tharsagar, the Vile Apothecary. There will be one for a 6-man fellowship, and that is Sagroth, Lair of Vermin. And later on, there will be a raid called Gwathranost, the Witch King's Citadel. We also are getting graphical updates to the last Homely House, which, I'll be honest, I want to go look at. So next time we are on Medriel, I will run by there and take a look at it. All right, so let's talk to Sheridan. And we want book 2 forward. And of course, you can read this if you want, but we've gone through this before. So, we just want to get him there.
What do you need?
And we're headed to Candace's encampment. And while we're doing that, let's talk about the changes to power. According to the update page, the role of power has faded in recent years at higher levels, and we instead tended to limit skill plays primarily through cooldowns. This has had a pretty big drawback in that it impacted healing in a negative way. Without a resource management element, the big heals generally shifted towards having long cooldowns or becoming not very big, and healers gradually lost much of their ability to do much burst healing. It also lost useful mechanics based around crafting and consumables for things like power potions and high-end gearing options like power regeneration gear. We want to bring that back, but one of the steps to addressing this is to bring power back to being a meaningful element in the game at higher levels so that healers are making more meaningful choices about when and how hard to heal. Power regeneration rates in the UI are now listed per second rather than per minute. Given that the average skill takes around 1 second to execute, this makes it easier to compare skill cost against your power regeneration rates without having to do math. Power pools are now larger, scaling up through the entire endgame. A level 140 character should expect to have a power pool in the 50,000 plus range without itemizing for it. Skill power costs now likewise scale up by level into the endgame. Fate no longer increases in combat power regeneration, which makes all the setup I made for Medriel useless, and instead increases your power pool and out of combat power regeneration. Your in combat power regeneration automatically increases with level, but you'll need specific itemization or buffs to increase it further. Base healing increase to help counter power consumption challenges. Healing HPs on allies from level 131 to 140 is increased 25%. This is in addition to any specific changes made to heals. Most power restoration values on potions and foods have been rebalanced. Now, I don't know how that's going to affect characters, except that all the fate that I've put into Medriel is, well, I'm going to have to rethink her build. According to Louis, this has been a point of contention with the player base in beta, so we'll see how much they tend to tweak that in the future. Yeah, I will have to test it out for myself to see how bad power drain's going to be and all that fun stuff. And I just noticed I need to respec. So while we're writing, let's go ahead and do that. Okay. We have 3 points left. And we have no points left. All right. We'll see how that works out for him. Because obviously we have to go with Huntsman. He'd like to be mobile while he's fighting. And we just passed by a nice purple mob. It's a good thing he doesn't have to walk this way, because he'd be running very much. I don't think his level 20 will stay on a level 55 anytime soon. So, like I said, I'm really looking forward to seeing what they've done with the last homely house in Rivendell. I'm actually really interested in seeing these new Carn-Dûm instances, because, to be quite frank, the rare time I've done grouped instances with other people, I would have to say Angmar had some of the best. I would give Moria the second place for those, but yeah, Angmar had some really fun stuff. So yeah, at some point in the future, I'll have to figure out a way to sneak into one of those and check it out. And we are almost there, and as you can see, all of our mobs are at the very least yellow. Because, well, he is only level 20. But I promised, and, well, I keep my promises. Alright, so here we are in the Lonelands. Yes, we would like to do things for you. What other things are we doing for you? Craven. And the other one is the quest to go to the Forsaken Inn. So let's get started. And of course, we know that Craven are one of our deeds. Not the funnest deed, but definitely not undoable. And of course, orcs, goblins, trolls. Cannot remember if wolves were in that list. We'll find out in a little bit. Okay, so far not having any power problems, but he is pretty low level and doesn't have a lot of his skills yet. Oh, White Hand Messenger. I don't need him yet. And I don't think he'll even count towards my... No, because we need melee and ranged. Well, there's another bird. We can get that. He's going through the camp. All right, new deed, Weathertop Exploration, Glum Hollow. Might as well go in. Okay, that's 3 out of 8 melee. And I'm rather glad that a lot of the quests that you do help advance your deeds here. Oh, hello. Well, looks like we got ourselves a little Talon here. Oh. All right. We'll go ahead and take care of that archer. Rukazad. I noticed that the hunter dwarf doesn't say that. At least not that I've ever heard him say. Oh. Okay. Oh, look, we have somebody else out here. Well, hello, random person. I hope you're having fun. Oh, come back here. Come back here, you stinker. There's another orc. It's funny, we need 8 of the melee, but only 6 of the ranged. And I assure you, the melee or the ranged ones are not that hard to find. How many how many messengers do we have up right now? I saw at the very least 2. Maybe even 3. All right. That's a melee. And of course, the one moving around is the messenger. Yeah, there's two up here. Well, that one disappeared. Okay. Oh, there's a bird. I didn't mean to attack him, but okay. We'll kill him. We'll kill you. We need you for deeds anyway. Another messenger. Another messenger. The last thing we want is to aggro both of them at the same time. Although we could probably handle it. There's another archer. We need one more. That's a pillager. Pillager, lots of pillagers. What are you? A messenger? Like I said, we seem to have a great number of those up right now. I always thought he was just a singular creature. No, they have a regular contingent of messengers running around. Oh, there's another craven. We'll grab him. And there's our 8th one. So we'll grab him. And we just need one more ranged. Now, it would help if I remember that he actually is a hunter, and as a hunter, he does have a running speed boost called Find the Path. I need to get you out of my way. Thank you very much. All right, you are a hunter. Of course, I'm also going to get this pillager. Excuse me. Excuse me. You are being rude. All right, so with all that being done, we will go ahead back and talk to Candace. Probably one of my favorite ranger characters ever. See what we have here. Cry the Hunter. That breaks stuns. I think. Yeah, shake off days of stuns and fellowship maneuver stuns. Recover from being knocked down, but not from dread or full immobilized. And press onward, which I know that got changed. And I don't know. I'll have to read up on that. All I know for sure is that it got changed. Okay, so
what can I do for you?
Turn that in.
How can I be of service?
Turn that in. Collect orc orders. Now we need the messenger. And actually, we're going to go the back way, I think. Oh, look, another pillager. Excuse me. What are you doing here? You are not wanted here. Go away. Oh, well, that's convenient. All right, we have collected some work orders. I wonder how far we are. All right, so we have done our first of 15 quests for Tales of the Lonely Road, which gets us 10 Lotro points when we complete. We need 3 more places to find for Weathertop Exploration. We have, okay, so they have decreased the Cravens you need for Craven Slayer, so it's only 150 instead of whatever ungodly amount it was before. And actually, orcs, you need more orcs than Craven now. Okay, very good. All right, so
What can I do for you?
here you go. We're finished that. Now you want me to collect lock boxes.
What can I do for you?
Collect your bow.
Greetings.
That one we still don't want yet.
What do you
And defeat War Master Uzor. So I know a lot of people aren't the most fond of the Lonelands. Some people love it, and some people love doing the quest here and all the fun stuff. Some people do not like it at all. But for me, I think it really depends on what I'm in the mood for. It's not necessarily my first go-to for quest, but I like it. There's certainly plenty of stuff to do in the Lonelands. Oh, I know that there is a way here that doesn't involve me jumping over rocks and through stuff. Oh, Mr. Boar. Yeah, I'm not interested in you at the moment. Oh, the sad thing is I can never remember where it's at until after I don't need it anymore. But I think I do need to go down through that way to find it. So, I will kill the Craven. One of those mobs that I don't turn down when I see it because of, well, just the simple fact that, oh, it's right there in my face. The simple fact that I don't feel like, you know, rustling up the dozen or so that are in one place and waiting for them to constantly respawn. We'll get rid of these bats. They are not a deed, fortunately. Oh, and hello. So it looks like we have a couple of different people doing the quest out here. Very good. Always like to see people in the early areas, whether they be new players trying the game out or, well, players like me who probably have more alts than are good for them. It's still always nice to see that there are early areas of the game that still get attention. It does mean we're gonna be waiting a bit for some respawn. Not too long, apparently. All right, come here, you. Okay. Okay, lag is not a good thing right here. Thank you. You're telling me I have to do that again. There we go. Do you have Candace bow? Yes, you did. Very good. I need 2 more boxes, and then I need to deal with Uzar. Alert, white hands. Not very alert. I'm not being quiet. I'm about as quiet as a herd of buffalo. And yet, you didn't notice me until I started attacking you. So obviously you are not very alert at all. Get rid of this poison on me. And I need to go this way. Okay, we'll take care of the other one. All right. Let me take care of this outrider. I don't think there's a chest over there, but might as well go look. Might as well take care of you too. Oh, there is one. And that would be our last lockbox. So now all we have to do is take care of War Master Uzar, and he is there. So let's get rid of him. Of course, he's going to call reinforcements, which is fine. We'll take care of them too. Or maybe he won't. All right, very good. So the first time you go through this, you don't know a thing about where you're at, where you're going, who you need to kill. But after you've gone through it a few times, you know exactly where to go, who to kill, and even right down to where you can get out quicker to get back to your quest giver. Okay. You know what? I'm going to get on a horse to go back. All right, we're back with Candace. Let's drop off those quests that we did. And of course, he's going to give me his spare bow, which is only the tiniest bit better than the bow he bought himself in the auction house.
Greetings.
see, what do we want here? Definitely want the chess piece.
What do you need?
Search the summit of Weathertop. First off, let's switch that out. Did we? Yes. Definitely much better than what he was wearing. Well, hello again. Another bird. Might as well kill this orc too while we're here. Oh, and killing things does have the extra effect of slowly increasing your reputation in the area, which is another... I'd say this is a pretty sore point in this game. It is the way that various zones have their reputation set up. Some of them are easy, some of them, like the Egwene, are a little more grindy. And then, of course, you have places like Lothlorien and Mirkwood, where the only way you're getting rep is by doing quest. Wow. I was like, I know that word. Oh, here's our rune-covered rock. I've taken the rubbing. We're going to kill some birds while we're up here. Not very sharp-eyed lookouts. Like I said, I'm not the most quiet of dwarves, and yet they have all managed to miss my approach. And of course, the fun deed of the adventures of Floyd and DeWitt, which I don't think gets you any... No, it does not get you any Lotro points, but you will get marks for completing it, and you will get a title. But we're going to be looking for them in Dunland, in Adoith, Evandom, Lothlorien, Mirkwood, and Moria. And I'll have to check Medriel to see which of those she's actually found so far. All right, we might as well get on our horse to go back down.
What do you need?
And he's already made level 21. So the last thing we have to do is retake Weathertop, which is the instance. And I think we're going to be doing that next time. But let's see how far we've progressed in our deeds for Lonelands so far. So we found 2 of our 4 spots for Weathertop exploration. We need to find Weatherfoot and Ikadsul. We have already done 3 of 15 quests. We are at 21 of 50 for Craven Slayer and 38 of 60 for Orc Slayer. And that's just barely scratching the surface. Until next time. Bye for now.